Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you guys are having a great Monday, and thank you for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Today on the channel, we'll be doing something a little different. It's going to be one of those videos where you agree or disagree with me, because today on the channel, we'll be looking at some of my personal gripes, nitpicks, or letdowns in the Origins storyline. Okay, now first things first, guys, I'm going to say this. The Origins storyline is absolutely amazing to collect for, guys. I've been enjoying collecting it. In fact, it got me back into collecting in the first place, not only with the Origins toy line here, but with Masterverse and the CGI line. It's gotten me doing YouTube videos as well. So it's really a great toy line, and I absolutely love collecting for the Masterverse toy line, Origins toy line. And every vehicle and figure that you'll see on today's video are absolutely amazing. And at some point I will be doing more of those best of videos of the Origins toy line, and every toy that you see here in today's video will be part of the best of toy line. It's just that these are things where I wish they could have done better with the figure, or something that they didn't have put in at all, and I wish they did. I hope that makes sense, guys. So they're like mostly these figures here or vehicles are more like gripes, and some letdowns as well. But and here's a good example here, guys, of right here. We've got Prince Adam and the Sky Sled 2-pack, which is absolutely amazing. Really cool. But my biggest gripe with this, and to agree or disagree, guys, I cannot wait to read your comments below, is that for one thing, Adam, which looks amazing, they didn't give him that soft good jacket that he's known for. That's just a gripe. I mean, still but it's still a great figure, and it looks amazing, but it'd be kind of nice to have that soft, good fabric jacket that he's known for. Maybe with that Filmation style figures coming soon, maybe we'll get a Filmation style Prince Adam in Origins that will have that, soft, good fabric jacket that he's known for. And hopefully with maybe Cringer, maybe another 2-pack with Prince Adam. And with the Sky Sled, the Sky Sled was always part of that Battle Ram. And here's the Battle Ram right here back in the day. There's the Battle Ram right there. It was part of the Battle Ram. Now, it's still a great vehicle. I love the vehicle. I love the fact that it includes a, you can mix match. You can have a good slide, part of the good team or the bad guys Sky Sled. It comes with a flight stand. Very, very cool. But, I was hoping to get, maybe we'll still get it. A Battle Ram for the Origins toy line. Guess we have to wait and see. But stuff like that, it's little things. But at the end of the day, it's still a great figure. It's still a great vehicle for our collection. But I hope we do get like the Battle Ram, in Origins at some point. And if that Battle Ram, and if we do get a Battle Ram in Origins, will it have that same type of feature like the vintage 80s toy will have, which you can detach the Sky Sled from the Battle Ram and use it as a flight vehicle. Because for the most part, because Origins to me, it pays tribute to the vintage 80s line with its look and feel, from the card back to the figures and stuff like that. It pays like I said, tribute to each figure. And so I'm just hoping that if we do get a Battle Ram for the Origins toy line, it will be a full on vehicle with this Sky Sled looking vehicle right here that you can detach or not. And of course with Adam, will he have if we get a single carded Adam or a Filmation style Adam, will he have that nice soft good fabric jacket that he's known for? But all in all, it's still a great figure, 2-pack right here, and I'm happy to have it in the collection. All right. Now the next one, guys, for me, it's kind of a weird one, and it's a very recent one, guys. It's the Walmart exclusive Mossman Collector's Edition. And you guys were thinking, like, wait a minute, what's wrong with Mossman? He looks amazing. He's got that the nice flocking. He's got the extra accessories with the extra Lords of Power type of Beastman head. He's got the yellow armor from Beastman. You can mix and match. He looks great. Now my gripe, and it might not be a gripe, guys, is that, and I was warned about this, and I don't know about you guys. Now, he also includes that pine smell. Which is great. And it's the pine smell that I have a little bit of gripe about. And it might not be a gripe, guys, because I never owned a vintage 80s Mossman, okay? So I don't know. It's about the pine scent for this Origins figures. As soon as, I opened mine up, I got one right here. Here's a Mossman right here. Looks great, like I said. The pine scent on him is now gone from the Origins. I don't know about you guys, but and I knew this was probably going to happen. I read some reports and stuff like that and other YouTubers about, the fact that once you remove him from the packaging here, that pine scent of him will be gone. And it's very true, guys. Like, it doesn't smell like pine anymore. Now, did here's a comment I want, or a question, is that if you do have a vintage Mossman in your collection, and if you go up to him right now and, does he smell like pine, basically? I don't know. Maybe the pine scent is a thing that does disappear, very quickly, or maybe it takes some time to leave the figure. So let me know, guys, in the comments. So this might not even be a gripe, or let down. It's just, I was hoping that, to keep that pine smell on him, a little bit longer than it did, But still a great figure. It's going to be probably very soon a part of the best of Origins figures. I like, oops, I dropped this thing, but still a great figure. I love the feel. I love the look. I love everything about it. It's great. So yeah, so let me know in the comments below, guys, about your feelings about the, at least you had included the pine smell with Mossman, in the first place. So let me know in the comments below, guys, what are your feelings about that, But all in all, it's still a great character. It doesn't take away from the character, and I'm happy to have it in the collection. All right? All right, guys. Now, the next two pair are kind of a letdown to me. And I'm going to try to make these very brief, guys, these, each one. And the two that are kind of a letdown to me, and for the most part, the Origins toy line, which does pay tribute to the 80s line. The one thing, and I have an 80s figure right here. I've got Adam right here. If the CGI line does this too. They don't have that spring-loaded, action call-out, where you can. Unfortunately, the Origins line does not do that, okay? All right. Now, the two figures that I think would benefit for this. Now, the only figure I do believe does have this kind of call out, in a way, is the Thunder Punch Origins He-Man, kind of. He does have that snapping, like it does. Oops. You can see he does have that spring-loaded waist articulation, which is incredible. Okay. Now, the two figures that I think could have benefited from that in Origins is Fisto and Jitsu, right there. Origins completely could have done that with these two figures, and they removed their action call out, which is their action part of their arm here. You can have them do a big uppercut or like a chopping motion. Origins, for some strange reason, I guess because of the that you can customize, you can pull the arms off and stuff like that, and by doing that, they had to take away the action call out of these two figures. And for me personally, I can't speak with you guys. I think that's a letdown. I think, they removed the, what the figure is known for, which is that really cool action call out with these two figures, and they should have done that. I mean, like I said, I don't mind if I couldn't pull these arms off. I could still pull off this arm. I can pull it from the waist. I can pull the head off. I don't even customize it how I wish, but I wish they would have kept that action feature of these two figures. Agree or disagree, guys, let me know. But still, great figures. They look like their vintage counterparts, and I'm very happy to have them in the collection. I just wish, that maybe we'll get Filmation style figures of these two, and maybe they'll have that included with these two figures. I don't know, guys. I just feel like that's kind of a letdown to me. That because they like I showed you with the Thunder Punch He-Man, you can give them that spring-loaded waist on each figure. You could have done that, and you could have given us that vintage action feature for these two figures, which they're known for. So let me know, guys, in the comments below, how you feel about that. But at the end of the day, these are still great characters from Origins, and I'm happy to have them in the collection. Okay. Okay, guys, the next one up for me is all the battle armored figures from He-Man to the Battle Warriors He-Man to Battle Armor Skeletor. And the only gripe I have about this one, it's more of a gripe, because in the day, it's still a great figure, you know, is the size of the battle damage on his chest plate. And I have a vintage, you know, He-Man here. You can see the difference, you know, right there, of the size of, you know, of the armor here. It's much wider than with the vintage 80s line. And in the Origins line, which they could have done, and I just don't get it. I don't understand why, you know, maybe somebody in the comments below, or, you know, or a subscriber can let me know why they would choose, you know, maybe because of the, you know, the customization part of the figure, you know. I don't know, like, why would they get, you know, couldn't give us that same, you know, full-on chest plate, damaged chest plate on the Origins figure. They did it, you know. So to me, that's kind of a letdown. A little bit not a letdown, but more of a gripe, you know, because at the end of the day, it's still a great character. You know, it still has that action feature from it. It comes with a lot of weapons. It comes with that first time, that kind of vintage head sculpt right there. Right, you know. But I just wish the chest plate on, you know, all the battle armor figures would be a little bit wider, like you see in the Classics 80s line. All right? But still very, very cool, guys. All right, agree or disagree, guys, on that. You know, I cannot wait to read your comments and stuff like that. Like I said before, the Origins line is an amazing toy line, guys, to collect, and I'm very happy to be, you know, in collecting these. In like I said, it's brought me back into collecting, you know, in the Masters of the Universe figures. All right, now the next one is the Ground Ripper, or Road Ripper Mechanic 2-pack. Okay. There they are. Absolutely amazing. Of course, you know, my gripe, you know, and I have a loose version right now. I have them both right here. There's a there's old. It's the fact that, you know, they removed that action call with Mechanic. You know, when in the vintage one, you could turn it and the neck would go up. You turn it back, it goes down. And the fact with the Ground Ripper, this is kind of like a letdown to me, or a gripe, however you want to call it. They removed that ripcord feature that you can actually pull and gives it, you know, allow it to move and stuff. They totally took it out, and I don't understand why they did that. I think they could have kept it in, you know. I think it was a cool call out, and it was just one piece of plate. It shouldn't cost that much to do. So yeah, I feel that's kind of letdown for me. You know, the fact that, you know, if you want to, like, you got to pull this off and you got to put the head back on. Well, you know what? I want to decide to put the head, and you got to twitch it around. I really wish they could have kept that action call out with Mechanic. It would allow you to twist. You know, it could have been silly. I know it was kind of silly, but still, it was a cool feature, you know, for the figure back in the 80s. But still, like, I'm happy to have it in the collection. It's very cool. I just wish like you had that ripcord feature with, you know, with the vehicle. You could pull and the wheels would spin and let it go, and it rolls on its own. And the fact that Mechanic would have had that call out feature where you just twist the body and the neck would go up, you twist it back around, it would go back down to normal. So let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree about that, about Mechanic and, you know, the Ground Ripper or the Road Ripper, you know, however you feel. You think that's a letdown or a little bit of gripe? All right, and here's a, you know, I got Fisto here, you know, Origins Fisto, that, you know, that spring-loaded action, you know, we pull back, it would do that uppercut punch, or you push down, it would, you know, do a big old fist pump, you know, like, see, it doesn't twist, you see, it doesn't, and I wish that, you know, these figures, here's, you know, Jitsu here, the same way, you know, real fast, you know, it does not have that, you know, and I think you could have done it with these two figures, with that call out, that, you know, that waist attack, you know, with these two figures. All right. All right. And here we go, guys. I think this is the last. Oh, there's one more. Like, this is one of two left here, guys. All right. Another one I'll talk about here is the Roton. Roton is absolutely amazing. Okay, it looks like the vintage Roton here. Got some extra accessories. Very, very cool. All right. My only gripe with this thing is that for the, you know, that it didn't include a flight stand for the figure, or for the, as you can see here, my one right here, my loose version here, it looks like it comes with, it could have came with a flight stand, and for some strange reason, it did not come with one. And you can use, like, I have the Wind Raider flight stand here, and you can use that, you know, to display your figure. Now, of course, I know the original 80s version of the Roton did not have a flight stand, but either did the original Wind Raider, but I got a flight stand. So I think it would be kind of nice, you know, that it could have included a flight stand with the Roton, you know, for us adult collectors to display our Roton in the air. Now, it's like almost like I feel like they were going to do that, you know, Mattel, but at the last minute they just said no, you know, we want to keep that, you know, I guess that full, you know, action call out of the figure, like making it move. Sorry, I'm getting the cameras down here. They give it that feel right there. And that's, you know, that's great, you know, that, and I'm glad they did that. But as an adult collector, you know, I want to display my you know, my vehicles and all the other vehicles, from the Sky Sled to the Wind Raider to even, like, I would say even the Talon Fighter from Origins have some sort of flight stand with it. So I think they could have given us, you know, a flight stand with the Roton. You know, agree or disagree, guys, but still, you know, I'm happy to have it in the collection. It looks very cool. But I wish they would have included a flight stand in the, you know, in this toy line, in this Origins toy line here. All right. All right, guys. Here's one more thing I want to show you guys. And I don't have the package here, but, you know, another little gripe here. It's a small gripe, guys. Is I have Ramman here. And of course, Ramman here, you know, is a much improved figure from the 80s version of him. I think the 80s version of him was more of like a full plastic version of him. But, you know, this version is, you know, is 10 times, a million times better than that vintage toy line. The only gripe I have, and it's not really a gripe, guys, because it still has that same action call out, is that if you remember back in the 80s, you know, they had that little button on his foot right here. You know, it would be kind of nice to have that with it. It's like I said, that's the small gripe with Ramman here. But it still kind of keeps that action feature right there, and you just gotta. But with that button, you could like lock it in place, and it allowed you to, if you pressed it, you know, to ram a figure or something, you know, to your like. But, you know, this version you can't really do that. You gotta, I mean, yes you can really, but it would be kind of nice, and like, you know, to have that button on his foot right here, you know. But that's just a small gripe. But other than that, you know, Ramman's still a great figure. He comes with multiple heads and, you know, extra pairs of, you know, weapons on him. There is some articulation with the feet, you know, with something that the vintage 80s version did not have. So that's it. I mean, that's just a very small gripe on him. All right. Now for the final figure in the final thing this is a letdown to me, guys. I know, is Stinkor. Stinkor looks amazing. But the one thing that Stinkor is known for was that funky odor that he has. Of course, even there's a little tribute on there with the, you know, the girl smelling him. He smells kind of weird and awful. Okay, there is no odor for Origin Stinkor at all, none. And I feel like that is a major letdown to me. He's one of my major. I mean, cool character. It looks like the vintage one. You know, amazing. But they did not even include an odor for him. You know, I don't smell nothing. No, if you do smell something on yours, you know, that's great. I don't. And to me, that's what he's known for. You know, if you think about Stinkor, one of the things that he was known for back in the day is that funky odor, you know, that he came with. And maybe because of health reasons, or, you know, they couldn't find a proper, you know, smell, or, you know, or anything like an updated smell for him. They couldn't do it, or I don't know. I just feel like that was a major letdown. And I hope maybe we'll get a re-release of him with that funky. They did it with kind of like Mossman in a way. They gave him that pine smell. You know, it was a very light smell, but they still included it. You know. But I just think that's a major letdown to me. So agree or disagree, guys. But all in all, still a great character. You know, he looks amazing. Has that same look and feel of the vintage style of Stinkor. I just wish they would have kept that action feature about him. You know, the evil master of odors. Well, he's not evil master of odors. He's just like anything. And I was looking forward and getting that. I never owned a vintage, you know, Stinkor. So I was really looking forward to having, a very first Stinkor with a really funky odor, and I don't get that. So maybe, like I said, I hope we do get a re-release of him, maybe in Filmation style, with that type of funky odor. All right, guys. Give me a second, guys. I'll put all the figures back up, and we'll do a closing thing here. And let me know in the comments below, like I said, and we know, if you have any gripes of any figures right now in the Origins toy line, or they're absolutely perfect. Let me know, and to agree or disagree, guys. So give me 1 second, guys. Okay, guys, here we go. In closing, here you go. Here's all the figures right now. Like I said, these are still great figures. I'm happy to have them in the collection. And then, did I miss anything? Do you have any figures or vehicles that you believe that, or, a little let down for you? I can even say about the Snake Mountain we just recently got. The fact that we don't have that microphone feature anymore, like the vintage one did. Maybe we'll get an expansion pack with Snake Mountain, with included microphone. So agree or disagree, guys. Let me know in the comments below, how you feel, and all. Alright, guys. I'd like to take the time now to thank my subscribers. If you made it this far in the video and subscribed, please subscribe, guys. I love talking with you guys all things Masters Universe. From the Origins toy line, to the Masterverse toy line, to the CGI. Hit that thumbs up button, guys, that like button. Thank you so much for doing that, guys. I really appreciate it. And hit that notification bell when I upload new videos. And tomorrow we'll be heading back to the CGI line. There are some more figures that we can take a look at. Some loose single-carded figures. And another playset that we can take a look at. Share this video, guys, who has a passion and collecting Masters Universe figures. Like the Origins line here, like the Vintage 80s, or the Masterverse line, or the CGI line, or Super 7, or Classics, or Mondo, and anything in between, guys. So, guys, I hope you guys have a great Monday, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Take care, guys, and have a good one.